Well, after all of these years and the beauty of this entire event coming together how it has, we sadly lost a key player on our team this year. Our beloved Fred Suarez, known as the mayor of the Omaha Baseball Village, passed away this spring, and we're a little emotional. We miss him so much, all of us. Fred is irreplaceable. I mean, a person like Fred, he just made everyone feel important and feel special. He was so happy to just know you. And I'm not gonna lie, we're a little lost without him, you know, especially the group of us, the core team that really puts this together. So it's been hard. It's not a minute, not an hour of the day goes by that we don't think about him and his wife and his kids and everyone that he's touched over the years at the Omaha Baseball Village. But we do want to pay tribute to Fred. He's so awesome. He deserves just the world to come together in one moment before the baseball games begin here at the Omaha Baseball Village. We have some special memorabilia items we're going to be handing out to family members. We're going to do a toast to Fred, which is fitting. We want to share just some photos and some memories that we've had in years past, but just his smiles and how much he loved this place, especially when he was walking around with his grandkids and Patty and his kids. He was just so proud of it, and he knew every vendor. So we have a few other items we're going to be giving away to people, and especially to the people that are really, really feeling a little bit of a hole in our hearts without our friend. Last year, Omaha Baseball Village 2023, one of our vendors, Baseball Seams, created an amazing American flag made out of little strips of baseball seams. Every single fan that came through in those first few days that wanted to glue a piece on created, and it's called America's Flag. It's beautiful. That will be forever hung inside the building, and we'll have a story about Fred and what he meant to us. And that's going to be kind of a gift that will go on for many, many years to come for the fans who come years from now that maybe never had a wonderful chance to meet and get to know Fred. But for this year, we definitely know Fred's going to be watching over us.
Fred was a very special person, and he meant a lot to me. You know, I knew him before I started working here at my other job. He was a really caring person. Just really, he cared about you, and it's kind of like he loved sports and he loved to get people together, and this has kind of worked out perfectly with Baseball Village and the mat and the College World Series. It was just kind of like just a perfect thing. Well, I think everyone knew Fred, and then a byproduct is they knew the Omaha Baseball Village, the mattress factory. Fred would travel everywhere. And every time he'd come back, he'd say, I met someone that had a shirt on, or I met someone that had a hat on. I met someone that had been down there that had heard of us before. So it was just like, I mean, he was certainly an ambassador to the old mattress factory like no one could imagine. People were his family. It wasn't something that he made you feel. It was just how he was, that you were part of his family. His faith was just unbelievable, and so he's certainly in a better place, and he is watching this.
Fred was definitely a people person. He loved people. He loved baseball. He loved bringing people together and having a good time. Look at us. Fred was definitely lived his life for others, and believed in giving back and bringing people together. He had the ability to see good in everybody. Had the ability to treat everybody like a high performer, and we're sure going to miss him. I'd say that the mayor has retired. He's not gone. He's still here. You see him around. He's here. He's not gone. We wish we could still talk to him, but he's really definitely smiling down at all that he's created and the team he's put together. And look what we got. Thank you, Fred.
Freddie and I go back about 45 years, a long time. I always tease Freddie that he was my mentor, and you gotta try and do this without choking up, but he really was. I mean, the guy embodied everything about a human being that was good. And everything he did was for the benefit of other people. I love Fred. I loved him. I keep waiting for him to, walk through the door, or when I'm standing out there at one of the bars, just to walk up and go, hey, what's happening? What's going on? Freddie knew everybody in Omaha. He had people coming to this thing all over the country. And I believe they're still going to come, and we're going to shed a few tears. And, we just miss him. He left way too early. He was amazing. He's irreplaceable. He is.
Fred's movie debut, as I call it, was amazing, and he was a little sheepish to even get into it, but he had a blast in the filming. I know this, and he was so happy to be featured. So well spoken, truly a mayor, and I can't think of a better way to honor him than to show that video, because that 10-year anniversary was so monumental for all of us, but he was just so proud. And I mean, it's going to be emotional. It's going to be emotional to see him on the video wall all together, and to just kind of give him a salute and let him know how much we all truly, truly love him and miss him. And without further ado, here's Fred Suarez.
Fred Suarez, Omaha, Nebraska.
Fred, we're at the Omaha Baseball Village. 10 years ago, this thing began down here at the old mattress factory. But I want to hear from your words, okay? Where'd this thing come from?
I'm not sure. It's funny, when we were down at Rosenblatt, the last year's at Rosenblatt, we'd been to St. Louis. We'd looked at the baseball village down there, but they did a whole thing. They did apartments and things like that. So Jenny and I went around to every vendor down there, and we said, hey, we're going to open a series down there. We didn't own this north property then, we just owned the mattress property. We said, come down and look at our property and see what you think for next year. One guy showed up. And he said, well, I don't know. But, then as it got later in the year, we had more and more. We didn't even know how to set up our tents. So, and at that time, I would say it was more of a bar type situation. We had some food services, things like that. We had probably 3 or 4 vendors. And the next year, UP put this building up for sale, and it was a mess. And we took it and remodeled it and did that. And that changed, I think, the whole perception of the baseball village. With that, we were able to make our north property more of a family-friendly thing. If you look around here, it's like a baseball mall, And now we still are able to do at night, have our parties down here and do things like that. So if we've done anything, I think we've become something for everybody. Families, kids that want to get out, things like this. So, I guess if you ask me what I think of the baseball village, first I'd say I'm surprised how it's turned out. On the other hand, I think I'm very proud of what we've done. I think we've had so many vendors come around and talk to us and say, you do it better than anybody in the country. And these guys go to the Super Bowl, but I think it goes back to a lot of what Jenny has done, kind of building a relationship with these people. And I think if we've been successful at all, I think that's been our strength.
I want to say this is the Omaha Baseball Village at the old mattress factory.
This is the Omaha Baseball Village at the old mattress factory.